All right. Hi, and welcome back to the second official episode of the Munchkin the Meatball podcast. Boo, how you doing today?
I'm
How
actually
you been?
doing alright, all things considered. How about yourself?
It's okay. It's okay. The Lions' loss was a little tough. I'll be honest with you. Hit
Eh,
hard in the teeth.
sports are sports, shit like that happens all the time. Especially in
True,
this
true.
state.
Yes, it does. All right, Brad. Let's hop right into it.
Alright.
So me and you, we're both around the same age. You're what? Are you a year older? Yeah, you're a year older than me.
Two.
Well, all intents and purposes. No, you're 2 older than Chris, because Chris is like almost a year younger than I am.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So, we're finally at that age, Brad, that we could start dating teachers. Like a fresh, out of college teacher. Isn't that something? It's like my
It is.
13-year-old fantasy is finally coming true.
Kinda weird, yeah. No, but it's like, you could date an older teacher too if you really wanted to at this point, but yeah, a lot of the girls.
Like how old?
Oh,
Like what's the
it
limit?
depends
Upper
on how
limit.
old you're looking to push.
I say that as soon as you start calling the lady Mrs., even though she's not married, it's too old for you.
So
if
what
it's
do you,
still Miss,
you maxing out at 45?
I'm maxing out at 40, brother.
40?
Are you
That's what-
kidding me?
Pretty good place to max out at.
Yeah. Like, because anything other than that, you're getting into 20 years?
Yeah.
She's going to have 20 years on me?
You don't really
That's a
want
lot
that.
of experience. Could you imagine if, here's an example. Kobe, when he was in the NBA, when he had all that experience and he's sent the rookie to guard Kobe, he just does a post fade in his mouth. That's like what the 40-year-old teacher would do to me. She
Yeah,
just abused me
you
with all that
honestly,
experience.
you wouldn't have any fun because you'd just be getting rocked, really.
Yeah. You gotta... Those 40-year-olds, you gotta hit hard and tough. And I don't know if I have enough spit in my body to accommodate that.
Yeah, but to your point, there are a lot of girls, like even girls I went to school with that I see are now, coming out and, as a teacher, they're out of
Yeah.
college now, they're teachers now, so technically, yeah, it would be okay for us to be dating a teacher.
Yeah, it's weird how life loops around. Like, now I don't want to do that. Like, that'd be terrible. You gotta hear your, like... Say you do start dating her. Like, kids are
Yeah.
shit.
You have to
Little
hear her
kids are annoying.
complain about kids and then complain about planning and complain about this and that.
Oh,
and
it's a lot of work. No, the complaining, The complaining is understood. It'd just be annoying. Because it'd be an everyday
Well,
occurrence.
that was my point, where you just listen to it all the time and you can't really say anything about it because it's deserved. So
Yeah,
you just kind
you
of
just
have to
gotta-
roll with the punches
You
there.
gotta roll. But onto that again, though. Like, how young of a lady would it be acceptable if a 15-year-old man tried to have relations?
With a teacher?
Yeah, like, like there's the stereotype that, like, if it's your son, you high-five him, but if it's your daughter, you're freaking out. Like, say that Brad Jr. decides he has a fling with his teacher. At what age are you, like, not as mad?
Probably more towards the end of high school, probably like 17 or 18.
So if he's 17 and he just took his math teacher on the rails, you'd be like, good job, son.
I don't know if I'd say that because it's still, illegal to certain extents, but
True.
I would. It also depends on the teacher, I would say. If my kid went
So-
and just banged an ugly ass teacher, I'd be like, what is going on through your head?
Yeah, so if she's not very attractive and a solid, like, 300, you're like, eh.
Yeah, and I know how
I don't-
bad that sounds because people are like, you should love them for what's on the inside or want them on the inside. But at that young, it's kind of hard to say the same thing.
Love him on the inside.
I
There's a
mean-
lot of fat in between me and the inside, brother.
I mean, like when I was that age, I know I wasn't too worried about, I guess, what they look like, but still.
Yeah. Instead of getting that good head, you're just gonna have to take it from on prom when the girl's crying.
It's just, it always makes me chuckle when you see, in today's news, there's been a court case between a teacher and a student. You're like, all right, what does this teacher look like? And about
Yeah.
70% of the time, they just do not look good.
Even if it's like, say they're attractive, the photo they use, they look methed out of their head. Like, they look
They
insane.
look, but that's what drove them to that point was just a lot of meth.
A lot of meth. A lot of
Lots
meth.
of meth.
On the note of girls freaking out, though, let's talk about the next one, Brad. What is this obsession with like sorority girls and their littles and bigs? Like,
I-
you'd think they won the lottery.
I
This
really have
baffles me.
no answer for you there.
I don't understand. It's like they're getting given their power.
Yeah, that's one of those things to where the girl herself is like, oh, you just don't get it. It's the happiest moment of your life. It's like, well, wouldn't the happiest moment of your life be having a kid, getting married, not
I mean,
paying for a sibling?
I think the happiest moment of my life was when I made a perfect s'mores.
I mean,
Like,
that's
the marshmallow
pretty,
wasn't belt.
that's a
You know,
pretty
the
solid
chocolate was
point
melting
there.
just right. The marshmallow was perfect. That was a
Yeah.
pretty happy moment. But even then, I didn't scream and jump up and down.
I
It's
think
literally like
some
the-
of it's for show. Some of it has to be for show. Because I just
It's
don't
the
know how you get
most
that excited.
Anime thing ever.
Well, because by that point, like, you know who you're picking, so why are you that excited about it? It's not a surprise.
Do you? I
Yeah.
thought it's just random. You just get whoever they give.
I mean, I have no clue into sororities and stuff like that, but I thought that they got to pick who they got. I thought there was some kind of process behind it. I would have to ask somebody. But I also
Like-
don't want to learn about it, so, you know.
No, it's just so much screaming. Like, I get it, the whole sisterhood thing, whatever, brotherhood. It's fine, but do we need the screaming?
No. But that's like the same
Could-
point to where their recruitment videos are always just the shittiest thing you've ever seen.
Well, some of them.
Well,
the big schools.
You make it seem like it's the most perfect, you know, society. Just, I would say just kind of show it
Society?
for what it is. I mean, they're pretty much a society, you know what I mean?
Oh. So if you're in a Michigan frat, you have to show that the frat drugged those girls like 2 or 3 years ago. It's not a very good image there, Brad.
Well, I would say it's better to be honest with them for them to get in there and then have their morals tested.
Is that really testing your morals? I wouldn't even fall for the test. I'd be like, this is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm gone. I don't want to be part of this.
I mean, I
anymore."
wouldn't get there in the first place, but
No,
that's not really the point. I don't get the screams. I get the, like, excitement, but I don't get, like, the high-pitched, like, someone just got shot screams.
I think it's just something that comes with the territory. Like, they've seen it happen so many times before that it gets ingrained into them that they're like, oh, this is how I'm gonna have to react. Or it's a spur of the moment thing to where they just react that way. But I mean, I'm not a girl, so I would have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not either, to be honest with you.
Not a female, and I do not identify as one either.
Easy, Tiger, easy.
Well,
All right,
you know.
Brad, should we roll into the next one, or you got more to say?
No, I don't have too much more to say. I just think it's. I'll leave it at this. I think it's a waste of money. I understand the resources are good that can come out of it for, like, you know, recruiting into certain jobs and stuff. Maybe they have good relations to a place you want to get into. At that point, I would say go for it. But if not, just find a club. A club will do basically the same thing.
Yeah. But, like, okay. So, say you join the sisterhood / brotherhood of Sigma Alpha Delta Beta Pi, and you're in there. How, like, after you graduate, do you still keep those connections?
I actually am pretty sure a lot of them do. It depends on how, like, deeply they were involved with it. If they were, like, higher up. Like, say you're
Yeah.
a president of it, you're definitely going to be involved.
I just mean, like, okay, so you graduate, you're looking for a job, and Chad, he's, you know, he knows a guy who knows a guy, and he's like, yeah, dude, I got you. Is that really how it works, or is this just an excuse to kind of get fucked up every now and then at parties?
It really depends on which one you're in. Because if you're in there are some that are, like, highly respected and highly known. Then, yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably going to have good connections. But if you're just in a shitty one that you're just there to party, no one's going to care.
Fair enough. All right, Brad, let's move on to the next big I don't understand thing. The whole new Fortnite ranked mode. All of it.
All of it?
Yep. So, did you read up on it? Do you know what they're doing?
I've looked into. I saw like the patch notes and stuff like that on a video and how them going over it. I can understand
So-
some of it to a certain extent, but I feel like if you should have just made it that way to begin with.
So what are your main gripes with it?
I mean, I don't play the game for one, so I don't have much into it, but adding bots is fine. That's whatever. If you want to, but you just don't want to have bots too high up. Because then it
Well, I
makes
think
those
that
games-
was
But I think those are just at the lower levels, really.
yeah. The bots are for like the kids that are playing on their phone, and
True.
from what I understood, like you don't have to get that high up for there not to be bots.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just for like it'd be the equivalent of like I think a low silver, I think.
Yeah.
But
I don't understand the whole thing of we have to protect new people coming into our game either. Because sometimes getting destroyed in a game makes you be like, okay, I'm not good, but I need
nah,
to get better.
but like I don't understand ranked modes in battle royales. It's a mode about luck. It's whatever loot you find, basically. How can that be ranked?
I
It's
mean,
not like
there is a certain sense of skill into it, though. You still have to be good at the game.
well in Fortnite's case, yes, because you could build a mansion in 2 seconds and you'll probably win regardless of what you have.
Yeah.
But like, say in other battle royales like the Call of Duty or just PUBG, like adding a ranked element is just weird to me. It seems out of place in a game.
Yeah,
like that.
I could never see it working in a game like Call of Duty or PUBG, which is why I don't. Pretty sure neither of them have it.
Well, it's just like how can you, it's literally there is skill involved. There is skill. But like it's not a Tom Clancy's ranked mode. Like that's you get the gun, pick the operator and you load in. And can you frag?
Yeah.
Can you communicate well with your team?
To
That's
be
like
fair,
what ranked is.
If I was
Or, like,
big in the Fortnite community, this would kind of irritate me because having scrubs in games kind of makes it a little more even. Because then you know who's at the top and you're really just fighting them. But if
I
you're
would think it
fighting a
just adds
bunch of other
content
people, yeah,
to
but
streamers.
if you're fighting a lot of people that are the same skill level as you, say they're all the same skill level as you, the game gets a little bit tougher. So you have to be a little bit more. You have to plan a little bit more when you're starting out a match.
I mean, isn't that what you're looking for though, as a like professional Fortnite player?
well, yeah, you never really want to get into a game and just sweep. I would say that would be annoying. Be well, I just destroyed all these kids. Look at that.
Well, it's just kind of like how a lot of like professional gamers like or esports, I mean, like Overwatch. I remember a big thing that used to be part of that they banned when like the Overwatch League came out is that professional players would run like scrims with each other. Like if they're not on the same team, they would just run like charity scrims or just
Yeah, I
like
think that happened a lot in Call of Duty too.
yeah, and they were really fun to watch because it would be like the best players going at it in a competitive environment, you know.
But
And it was
that's
just
a good
fun.
thing too, because you don't always just want to play against like your team or clan the whole time, because then you get used to it.
Well, it wasn't. It was like the whole like, it would be all the players, not all of them, but like, say like they're all friend or like a decent amount of them are friends like outside of like just playing the game. They'd be like, hey, instead of playing ranked for 5 hours with randoms, do you guys just want to run a pub scrim? And they'd be like, yeah. And then you know it's good practice. You learn how people play. Just develops you a bit more.
Yeah, but for games like that, it makes more sense.
Well, yeah, I don't think there should be an Apex fucking, like, how you gonna run a Apex lobby with just professionals? Like, it's just that'd be tough.
Yeah.
What is the player count in that anyways, in Apex? I know it's teams of 3, but what's like the,
50? No, that wouldn't make sense. I can't
no, it has to
remember.
be does it have to be an odd number? Or I guess it doesn't have to be an odd, because 3s, but.
I don't remember. I haven't played in a little while.
Yeah, the ranked mode in that is weird.
I guess on the topic of that though, there are rumors that they're adding a new map.
Yeah, that is with the new guy that's being released.
I mean, maybe I'll come back and play.
See, that, like, I don't know. I think the ranked in that is just, like, it's not for the rank itself. It's just to play people around your level.
Yeah, it's to make sure you know where you're at and you can, stay within your skill level.
It's kind of like a fighting game ranked mode in terms of that. I wonder if that's what the Fortnite will be. It didn't seem like it. Fortnite seemed like it wanted you to climb the ladder. But,
So you're thinking it's more of like a Pokemon type one, to where they have a ladder you want to climb to get to the top.
yeah, well, that's what it seemed like. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. I also don't play the game anymore, so that doesn't help. But the Fortnite, it seemed like you want to be the best, or you want to be top 100. You know,
I
Like,
think
you
it would
want your
make
name
more
up
sense
there.
if they gave you rewards for it, though.
like in-game stuff.
Like, if they're gonna make it that way, yeah, give you certain skins and stuff. Because everybody loves skins in Fortnite, so why not be like, hey, you
Yeah.
made top... It's like playing Weekend League in FIFA. If you
Oh,
rank
Weekend
higher, you
League.
get better rewards.
Yeah, I'll just grind out squad battles till I have a decent team.
I don't even know when I'm gonna buy it this year.
Oh, I already bought it. I have an okay. I mean, the team's not great. I got ones to watch Pulisic,
It's actually not
and
bad.
let me tell you, yeah, he's terrible besides running. You'd think he'd be really good at shooting, but nope, his legs only know how to run.
That's a lot of players in this FIFA, I've heard. I haven't played too many games or anything, so...
Oh, it's ugh. Well, done with that controversy, Brad. You know, the whole ranked thing. On to another one. So I heard this. They talked about it for like maybe 2 minutes on a podcast I watch, and it was from one of those this old subreddit post. And I'll break it down for you. So basically, there are two types of weeaboo, like a broad spectrum.
Ah, yes.
There's new generation weeaboo, and then there's old man weeaboo. Now, which one do you fall into, Brad? Are you a new gen, or are you an old gen?
I would say I would be more in between, but if I have to fall on one side, I guess I would be more of a new gen.
New gen weeb?
Yeah.
Alright. So the big distinction here now is old generation weebs, they just want subs, you know? They want it subtitled in English but Japanese voices, or whatever the
Whatever their language is, yeah.
whatever the language is. They want that to be the voice, and then they'll just subtitles in English I can read. Now the new generation, they want dubs. They want full translations into whatever language they speak, you know, English,
Yeah.
French, German, Spanish.
hmm
I think it's about all the popular ones that they do dubs for. Now, I think I have a understanding why this is, but what do you think? I want to hear why you think there's a huge gap.
Why I think there's such a big gap? Well,
Yeah.
let's see. Well, if you're going old generation, new generation, I'm guessing most of the old people are somewhere around their late 20s.
Yeah.
So they grew up at a time where anime was really niche. It was hard to get a handle of. And if you got it, most of the time you were getting it in Japanese. So they're like, oh, this is the purest form of it. This is how it was intended to be. To where nowadays, it's really just blown up. It's pretty commonplace to say you like anime nowadays. I don't know if I'd say
Yeah.
commonplace, but it's a lot more popular. And
Well,
kids,
I'd say common. It's getting more up there. It's starting to enter
Yeah.
more. It's not a niche anymore. Is what I would say.
yeah.
It's its own thing.
When stuff like that trends on Twitter, you know, I think it's a little bit out of the niche category at that point.
Yeah. I literally just think that it is like the quality of the dubs has increased.
Oh, that's definitely true.
I think because throwback to when you're older than me, but I'm an old generation weeaboo. I used to watch all of those things on Toonami. I watched Naruto when it first came out on that. That was insane. Like, I didn't know what was going on. And then Bleach. I watched Bleach, and let me tell you, growing up with the Naruto dub, I was never more happy than to find a sub because it was terrible. It was god awful.
Yeah, the early Naruto dub was pretty bad.
I hated hearing him say, "Believe it." I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh my
yeah.
fucking god, dude, you need to stop." So, in my preference, I just think it sounds like I can't take it serious when it's in English. I don't know why. Like,
I
even in
can see that too.
Even in Dragon Ball, like, I know my boy Sean does a good job with Goku, but you can't beat Grandma Goku.
No, you can't.
Just, Grandma Goku has a certain... she just makes the character for me. I think that's what Goku would sound like. He wouldn't sound like a dad, because Sean, I can't remember his last name, but he just sounds like a dad, kinda.
He kind of does. Yeah, I can see what you mean.
And he's got that... Vegeta's voice is okay, but that's just because it's more, like, mean.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just can't take it serious. And, like, Japanese, it gets that, like... They could say the dumbest thing, but it could be, they could make it sound hype.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
their
all
moves.
in how their voice comes across with their language, yeah.
Well, it's just... I don't know. It just sounds more, like... what is the word I'm looking for here? It just sounds cooler.
Natural, cooler, I
yeah.
guess, yeah.
Well, because like I don't speak Japanese, but if I had the power to shoot laser beams out of my hand, I would just learn Japanese. Because then you sound, you got to look the part.
Yeah. And it's not to say that some of the older dubs aren't good. Like, I would say the best old dub out there is Yu Yu Hakusho. That dub actually really still stands up. They did a good job with that one.
I think besides just the voice actors not being as talented as they are now, or maybe as experienced,
Yeah.
the translations weren't very good either.
No, the translations, Dragon Ball especially, was just really bad.
Yeah. Well, it's just there's that whole thing where no one knows if they're androids, cyborgs, or what are they.
Well, like that's why a lot of I've watched a lot of stuff on this because I watch Geekdom a lot,
Yeah.
and it's not supposed to be pronounced Saiyan, it's supposed to be pronounced Saiyan, but you know how it came
Yeah.
across in English, and then a lot of the changes to attack names and stuff like that.
So, do you think the Dragon Ball Abridged really pushed forward dubs at all?
I think dubs got pushed forward more towards the mid 2000s, more for when
Mid 2000s.
I would say more like when Naruto Shippuden started, when Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood started, because that was a very good dub. A lot of people enjoy that one. Death
Yeah.
Note, I think Death Note got a lot of people that weren't into anime, because it's not your typical shonen. It's a very psychological thriller, at least through the first half.
Yeah, there's so much anime out there now. Shonen is just, I think it's the easiest to digest.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get into a lot of stuff, but it's really easy to just be like, whenever a new anime season comes around, there's like a new shonen anime out there. I'll be like, oh well.
Well, because you kind of
Everybody's
already
easy
understand the plot,
Yeah.
you know what it's going for.
Most of them have the same premise, yeah.
But there's some of them out there that I still don't understand.
Like what?
Does I guess I will never understand what's going on, and oh my god, what is that stupid one where they get teleported into the game?
Sword Art Online?
Yeah, I don't that has a name like that genre, and I just don't
Isekai?
understand it. Yeah, the isekai.
Yeah, that whole genre is really weird. I've watched a few of them. Some of them are good, but there's a few that like you watch the first 2 episodes and you're like, I don't really want to watch the same thing again. You really have to change it.
Yeah.
Like the time I got reincarnated as a slime was a good one because it was just goofy. It wasn't trying to be serious. It was trying to be dumb, and it did a good job.
So what's the new hotness anime? Is it Demon Slayer? Is that the new
Oh.
hotness?
Yeah, that's probably up top.
Yeah, all I've heard is the animation in that is top notch.
The animation is very good, I would say. Very good. They did a great job. And
What's the over under on people that do animation like that for studio that also draw hentai? Over
I don't
under.
even know.
Rough guess.
If they're an older person, I would say it's a pretty low guess. But if they're young for that, I would say it's probably about maybe 40%.
40%? 60-40?
I mean, it's just at that point, if they're younger, they might not be making as much money, so you sell that shit on
Yeah.
the side. You can make a killing,
But,
especially
okay.
in that area.
So say you do a professional hentai, it's got voice actors, animated, all
Yeah.
that goodness. Do you put that on your resume? Would you?
You see, I don't know, because hentai is viewed really weird over here, but I feel like it's definitely more normal of a type of porn over in Japan.
You think?
At least in my mind, it seems like it. Just with the sheer
You're telling me
volume of
you
it.
don't watch hentai for the plot, Brad?
I don't watch
Is that what
hentai,
you're
period, but
Sure.
I
Well,
always
this
say
brings us-
there's a difference between watching and reading.
This
Actually,
brings us
well, no, I wanna
into
continue
our
on this for a
last
second.
thing. Oh, you want to continue?
Well, no, because I didn't get
Ooh.
to finish, really.
Oh, sorry.
I think the thing with new weebs is that, like I've told you this before, it's the ease of access and multitasking.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna try and do your homework or just get another chore done, but you want to consume anime at the same time, you want to understand what they're saying. So say you just throw it on your phone, whether you picture in picture it while you're playing a game, or you turn it on while you're doing homework. If you have it in English, you can listen to the story develop. While at the same
Yeah.
time, if you hear something cool shit's about to happen, you know, you can look over and take a break. But if you're watching it in Japanese, you honestly, you have to be watching it the whole time.
So you're telling me the old or not excuse, I guess, answer to your thing would just be learn Japanese. Just learn the language.
Which is not a good answer because it is a very difficult language to learn.
Well, everything's backwards and mixed up.
I mean, once
You know,
you
it's
get
not
into it,
like
it might be
English.
easier, but it's just like there's different forms to characters and stuff, so.
Have you ever wondered what, like, when we speak a different language, what our accent sounds like?
I know,
To those
I
people?
actually do wonder that a lot.
Like, I want to know what someone who, like, if I say something in French, what they think it sounds like.
Yeah, because it's just so goofy to me that, like, us speaking right now, if a foreigner, you know, came in and heard this conversation, they would know nothing of what we said.
Well, if they spoke English, they might. They could figure it
But
out.
that's my point. Like, if they don't speak English, it'd be very difficult to catch on to what we're saying.
Oh, yeah, it'd be something else. And we're American, Brad. We don't learn other languages. You learn English.
That's a fair point.
Actually, no, there's some lists you have to know. Since where we live, you have to know, like, a little Spanish and, you have to know a little French for those Canadians.
Hell,
They come
even
down.
with just where we live ourselves, you have to learn a little Arabic.
Arabic, you gotta know a
Yeah.
little Arabic. See, look, we know a little bit of all three languages. Just a little.
And
Just
if you
enough to
want to
get
get
by.
into the business world, you should probably learn some Mandarin.
Yeah, well, that's international business. If you're doing...
Yeah, I mean, okay, if you're doing local commerce, yeah, you're not too worried about that.
No, like, I don't think if I opened up a tamale shop, I need to know Mandarin.
No,
Like,
no, I don't think so either.
That's not a big concern. But you should learn the ones that are around you.
Just imagine going into just a local store and they're just speaking Mandarin, and you're like,
Eh.
"What? You're not even Chinese, dude. What are you doing?" And his
Yeah, just like,
excuse
"No,
is, "Well, I heard
I'm
it
a
was good to
businessman."
learn for business."
Yeah. Isn't it like, or you gotta learn like German, Arabic, and Mandarin, English for business?
For international business, yeah, because Germany's really big. Hong Kong is
Well,
a really
Hong
big
Kong
place
is
for
its-
business, but they learn a lot of
It's
English.
its own
there.
superpower. If there was something that was close to like a Super Saiyan, it'd be Hong Kong.
True, true. It's also funny to think how many places around the world, though, speak English as a second language.
Oh, it's very common. Insanely common.
Yeah.
I just think our language program in the States sucks.
Yeah, it's not very
It's not
good.
very good. It's not very practical.
Are you talking
like, they
about,
don't-
like, coming in as a foreign person or, like, learning as a child?
Both. They're pretty terrible, both.
Yeah, because it's funny because, like, we have a lot of words that mean the same thing. They can just be used in
Yeah.
different ways. And for a lot of people, that's, you know, even as a kid, you know, you really don't understand.
I just mean, like, say take Canada, like, they teach you French really young. Like, I don't think I started learning a foreign language till 6th grade.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about
Like,
that, too.
at
Yeah,
least educational-wise.
to be fair, where I went to school, I think they started teaching Spanish. And I think you started learning it probably around 3rd or 4th grade, yeah.
3rd or 4th? See, my dad
I
just
can't
yelled at
even
me in
remember.
Spanish. Brad, you don't even know Polish. You're really, you're lacking in your languages.
I know the national anthem.
Anthem?
Yeah, because I had to learn it while, you know.
While you're
Don't know if we
dancing?
want to go into that, yeah, while I was, you know, Polish dancing as a kid.
Yeah.
Actually, on that, that's funny. My dance teacher just called today because
Oh.
apparently they have 7 girls graduating this year, and they have a presentation dance, and she wanted me to come back to do a dance with them because they needed another guy.
Brad, was that only like a small group of people who did Polish dancing? Because it didn't seem like there was a lot.
It's not that big, you know.
Like, where do you even go for that? Is it like a
Uh,
Hamtramck area?
No,
Is
the
it like-
the place I went was in Dearborn, actually.
Oh.
It's they did it now. The church is actually shutting down now, but it's like
Yeah.
St. John the Baptist, I think, over in Dearborn.
It just seems like such a niche, you know?
I mean, it is for one. You're going to be of Polish descent, and
Yeah.
two, the only reason I was in it is because, you know, my dad and his sister did it, and my grandma
Mhm.
was actually the director of this group for a time. So, you know, when we were kids, they were like, "All right, we're just going to put you in it too."
Mm. Was there ever bomb food there? Like, did you guys have good meals? Or was it just dancing?
Definitely, no, all the time. Not all the time,
Oh,
but for big occasions.
Nice.
Like
nice
this dinner that they're having is nice. The Christmas parties were always nice.
Is that just not a sausage? Is that Polish? Oh wait, no. You guys do fish, don't you? Isn't it like fish on Christmas Eve or whatever?
I don't know. My family's not that Polish.
I say because someone that you and I both know, who's very Polish, does that.
Yeah. No, my family's Polish enough to make pierogies ourselves, but we don't like go all out like that. Like for Christmas we'll have pierogies and kraut and sausage and stuff like that.
Kraut. Couldn't say the whole word, could you?
I just kind of wanted to shorten it,
You damn Polacks.
Whoa,
Well-
whoa there, buddy.
Brad, you can use any slur against a white person. This is known.
Yeah,
It
this is
doesn't
pretty
matter.
common knowledge.
You could call me any white slur in the book and I'd laugh.
I'd be like, "What are you going for there, bud?" It doesn't bother me.
I'd be like, "Hey, you right? You right?"
Well, with this whole sidetrack out of the way,
Yeah, that whole 25-minute aside.
well, the next thing that I kind of is what we were talking about before. You can bring it up if you want to.
Oh no, Brad, I want you to present this topic.
Well, our body pillows finally acceptable to own in this day and age.
I say yes, they are,
And
but
I
only if
say-
you do it ironically.
I say it depends on the context, exactly.
Yes, you can only do it like, okay, say I bought a body pillow that if I had like a webcam to put in the back for videos, and it was like a 6-foot whatever shack, that's fine, that's acceptable. But if I'm buying one of those big titty waifus,
One,
better
if
not
you're
be sitting
buying
on my
that,
bed.
you better be living alone. Cause I don't want you living in your parents' house and buying that shit.
Oh,
It's
dude,
just weirder.
if I wanted it, I'd buy it. I'd stand it up in the corner. It'd be hilarious.
I guess so, yeah.
You know, like when they greet those Japanese, they greet you when you walk into the store. It'd be like that, but just a pillow.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be pretty interesting.
It depends on like how scantily clad is this person on the body pillow.
Yeah,
Because if it's a guy in the body pillow, there's not much you can really do with that. Like he's gonna be super ripped,
yeah.
and that's about it. Might be in his underwear, but a girl now you're getting into some freak nasty shit. Because they are barely covering the massive tits that they have for some odd reason. And they have basically like not even a loincloth. Like some of you clean your glasses with over their fucking cooter.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird. And you also never get one of a girl, even if in the anime she's not underage. You don't get one that looks like a girl that's underage. Then you just look at it in a lot different light.
they all kind of look underage. I did see, I saw a Godzilla body pillow and it looked hilarious. He had like massive tits and his tail was covering it. It looked
you see,
hilarious.
that would be okay to buy just because it's funny. Just for the
Yeah.
meme. Like, just for the whole irony of it all.
If you're buying, I can't even think of a girl Japanese name, but I don't know. Say you're buying one of them.
Even then, I wouldn't even say it's bad to buy. It just depends on how you use it.
I didn't know this, but you know that a lot of body pillows are just pillowcases? Like,
Yeah.
the pillow you have to have yourself.
Yeah.
Rarely do they give you a pillow. And I think that's smart.
Yeah, it's much easier. You can sell it for a little bit cheaper, and it's definitely
Pay-
cheaper for you to make.
Pay $60 for this fucking pillow cloth with this girl on it.
Yeah. But back
Now-
like, I don't want to see you, doing weird shit to it. If you have it, you
Yeah.
have it, and if you sleep with it as a body pillow, fine. Just don't be like talking to it and stuff, 'cause then it's just fucking weird.
So when do you think body pillow and sex doll will merge into one creation and form the
Are you
perfect?
telling me they already haven't?
Well, no, I mean like they will start selling body pillows
As
like,
a sex
like,
doll?
yes, as a sex doll with like
With
your
holes in it and
designated,
stuff?
yeah, your hole or cock a piece attached to it or hole and cock piece, whatever you're into.
Are you telling me
When
I
will
can't find
that-
this right now?
I'm saying mainstream.
Oh, when it become normal? Dad. Ugh.
Like, when will that become the new hotness?
I think there's a couple factors that go into that. It's one, when anime gets oddly enough, even bigger than it is right now. If anime becomes just normalized, that will become definitely more normalized.
Is it even anime though? Because this is like crossing, like this is going into
Well, yeah,
some
because
deeper territory.
Yeah, because some of the girls on there might just be like weird made up stuff that they just decided to draw.
Yeah, those OCs, those original.
They just have anime features. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll ever become normalized. Honestly, I think if
you don't think so,
because I don't even think sex dolls are really normalized. I think if you own one, any sane person that looks at you is gonna be like,
Dude, no. Listen, they are 100. Sex dolls are 100% normalized. Do you want to know how? Because there's a store that sells them that people walk into. Like, it's pretty common.
There are also sex doll brothels, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Those are fucking weird. Dude.
Yeah, listen, that'd be a rough job. Do you know how they clean those? Yeah, no. Do you know how they did? No, they listen. They would pop them open, like spread it, and then they just bring a power washer. They would just power wash it. Which honestly, I can't fault them. That's a job, you know. It's a job.
It's a job. If I were to do that job,
it better pay great.
I would have to put a gas mask on because I think if I smelled something funny, I'd throw up.
I don't know. See, there wouldn't be a smell. There'd just be juices that you'd have to, you know.
Well, then, here's the other thing. Would you look at it while you're doing it, or would you, turn your head and just stick it in there? Make sure you're in there, and then just turn your head clean it out.
I mean, I'm not... Listen, I'll, stare at it, but I'm not, making eye contact. I'm hosing this thing down. It's got to get cleaned. It's a piece of equipment.
Because it's not the same thing as, seeing cum in a video. It's, seeing another dude's stuff like that in real life, you're like, oh.
Are there girl sex dolls with the dildo attached?
Yeah, you never seen one?
I mean, I think I've seen them, but I've never they're not been very popular.
I think most of them are kind of more like what a fleshlight is to us. It's kind of just a torso and a penis.
Do you think? Okay, so obviously girls own dildos, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty common. Why is it not as common for a dude to own a pocket pussy? I feel like two friends who are girls could talk about their dildos, but if me and you tried to have a conversation if I owned a pocket pussy, it'd be a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is a good point. I don't know, because I guess people will just associate pocket pussies with being really dirty.
Oh no, it's
I mean, they're not clean at all. Even if you clean them out, they're still just not really clean.
Well, do you think that, you could rinse a dildo off if there's that weird cream that we don't know where it comes from on there? But, you gotta clean out that pocket, bro. You gotta get in there.
Yeah, and it's... Well, here's my question to you on that. How often do you think a girl actually cleans her dildo?
I don't think they get, that disgusting, though. I don't think they're that... A better question is how often do people clean butt plugs?
Oh, yeah, that's a rough one.
There's a better one for you. How often do you think they're taking, a sanitary wipe to that?
I think it just depends on how tired they are. If they're like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow, I'd still say that's sick. I would fucking get the thing and bleach right away.
I've never seen, any kind of, dildo cleaning or heard of anyone ever talk about cleaning one. Ever.
Yeah, it's not something you hear very often.
No, you'll be on Reddit and see a dude making a joke about having to hose down the pocket pussy, but I've never seen someone be like, yeah, I had to take a Clorox to the fucking dildo today. I've nenever heard that ever. I'm kind of sad now.
I wonder what they would use to clean it. Would they just run it underwater? Would they soak it? Because you can't soak one that has batteries and stuff in it.
100% baby wipes. Baby wipes all the way.
Yeah,
baby wipes. I would assume it's gotta be baby wipes.
They're already using baby oil. Why not use baby wipes?
That fucking baby gravy.
Oh, God.
Isn't it weird that there's some of those that come with their own what is that? The fake cum that shoots into them?
Oh, that's fucking foul, dude. I don't know.
What is that stuff?
It's so weird.
So, say you're on the hub and you find one of those verified amateurs, the ones I speak of.
Yeah.
And they got the masturbation videos, and they're trying to a simulated cream pie, I guess. I don't really know. And what is that shooting into them? What is that?
I don't know.
Is it just the stuff they used to dump on Nickelodeon stars when they do that show?
Slime.
But it's white? Yeah, it's just slime. What is it?
It could be. I don't know.
Like, I've never actually thought about this, but it's kind of disgusting.
What is going on? Sorry, my family's blowing up my phone.
Oh. Well, I think we should get a move on from this point.
That was a weird tangent to go off there, but not to say it wasn't interesting.
Yeah, now we're going to go on to something much more serious, Brad. Something near and dear to both of our hearts.
Yeah.
So, Call of Duty. Beta ended recently. New one's coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should stop being a yearly franchise?
I've thought that for a while, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes too much away from the game, and like especially with what recently just happened, how PS4 gets the survival mode for a whole
Yeah.
year. By the
And then
time
the new
you
Call
and
of
I
Duty
get it,
comes
because
out.
all disclosure, neither of us have a PS4. By the time we get it, it's a dead game.
Yeah.
And like they
Dead
said,
memes.
it's technically not a big part of the Spec Ops mode, but like you're locking off the game from people who have already purchased it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go, I don't even know if you go 2 years. There are a lot of people out there that think they should just make it, free to play, like a lot of other games, and then just update it constantly.
I don't know if that's the best option. See, I'm looking at this purely business perspective. So, they've given up on hitting, like, record sales.
Definitely.
Everyone
yeah.
knows that. They're now trying to just make money off people who spend money in the game,
Yeah.
through, obviously, like, sadly, new guns that they put in the supply drops or costumes.
Yeah, that's a hot topic right now, too.
Yeah. But, okay. Look at it this way. You would sell much more of the product if you had the game out for 4 years. You would sell much more crates, much more microtransactions, COD points.
Yeah, and if you promise,
Costumes.
and like delivered on there actually being content for those 4 years,
Yeah, you would sell per customer spending of people who already own the game would go up insanely.
but to
Because
be fair, there is a
wouldn't be
lot
afraid.
more area for drop off.
Okay, yeah, but the issue, it's a live service. That's the type of what I'm suggesting.
I'm not even talking
strictly
about in
live
that
service.
extent, like paying for stuff. I'm talking about the whole notion of COD has always been prestiging
Yeah.
and like reaching level 1000. You would literally just have to make an infinite level cap at that point.
All right. No, it's a controversial idea, but I think it could be something. So, I am not. We're getting rid of the $60 COD. Okay, that's
Sure.
gone. I'm thinking you could turn it into more like a World of Warcraft subscription, and each class, like, say you want to use LMGs, right?
Mhm.
You got to level up that LMG class. It's basically like another, like, that's the class.
Mhm.
You prestige that class.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, you want to start using ARs? Make a new character. Go on to ARs.
Well, yeah,
turn
but
it into-
if you have to pay for that new character, it would be kind of.
Well, you don't
Iffy.
pay for it. I'm just saying, like, you have to restart. Like, you can't.
You're saying
Like-
you have to specialize in one
Yes.
set of guns.
Yes, you specialize. Secondaries. That's a little different. I don't quite know how that would work.
I mean,
But
I see where you're coming from with the idea. The problem is, like myself, I love using all types of weapons.
yeah,
So, all right. Well, then, would you be able to save that character?
yeah. No, you don't
Okay,
erase
no,
the
never
character.
mind. I
if you
get
switch
exactly.
LMGs.
Never mind. You know what? Yeah, no, that'd be okay. I'd be
It'd
okay
just
with
be
that.
like, Prime, Final Fantasy 13, the healer,
Mhm.
or a Black Knight. It's that. It's just that's the, what the fuck is it? That's the build. Like LMGs get say you choose the LMG class or whatever. We'll call it the heavy gunner class.
Yeah.
That's the build. You get access to certain perks like flak jacket, blah blah blah, and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Sit rep stuff, and different like attachments. Like obviously the heavy gunner's not gonna get a fucking sniper scope.
Yeah.
He's gonna
yeah.
get like explosive rounds. I mean like this.
Would you also have to limit the kill streaks at that point?
So I would get rid of most. It would be support kill streaks, like straight Modern
So
Warfare 3,
you're
like
just saying
UAV.
support streaks.
Yeah, supports nothing.
Or
No,
like perk streaks to where like if you get more and more kills, you get more of your perks, and then once
I
you
would
reach a certain amount of
say
kill, you get every perk.
I wouldn't say every perk. I'd say it upgrades how good your perk could be. Like say,
More like a pro perk in a way.
yeah, like heavy gunners, they get sleight of hand because they have to reload LMGs. And
Yeah.
say you just keep getting kills, your sleight of hand's going to be insane. You're just going to keep you're going to reload.
Yeah.
Like that. I would say like support streaks. Like I'm so sick. I get Call of Duty is obviously, get kills, GG bro, get pub stomped.
Yeah.
You got a fucking nuke. I understand that, but it doesn't seem like they're trying to like, at least in this Call of Duty, it seems there's like stepping away from that. So I think if they're gonna step away, they might as well go for a full step away and make it something completely different.
I mean, that's kind of like what they tried to do in World War II. Not to the same extent, but to where each, what was it called?
Yeah, there was
Whatever.
Assault support.
Well, either way, like one only, it would make your SMG better because you could attach a silencer. One would make your assault
Yeah.
rifle better because it could attach a bayonet and stuff like that. So it's been done in a way before, and you could make it better, obviously.
Ooh, you're
And
lagging
then,
real bad. But
To that point, though, there's the whole supply drop thing. And I don't know. Recently, someone leaked that there's gonna be guns in, and then
I could have
guy-
told you that.
well, but
100%.
it's really weird because then a community manager, I don't even know, he's a developer, came out and said don't believe rumors, and then another leaker, who's really common, said they're not gonna be guns, they're just gonna be variants. So it's really all over the place.
Okay, but that's like I get it. I played Advanced Warfare. I know how variants work.
Well, it's not the same type of variants. Because this game,
Even
like
if
I said,
it's
not
World
the
War
same
II
type.
variants, like
No,
they-
they're like they're the blueprints. So it
Yeah.
gives you for the gun, it gives it a different look, and it just gives you a certain set of attachments. It doesn't change
Okay.
stats really.
but that could be meta. Because what if there's a thing that like this isn't true, but just complete speculation. What if there is like an explosive rounds, right? And the only way to get it for that gun is to have that Mastercraft out of a RNG system.
I mean,
that's
if they
gonna
go
suck.
that route, yeah, it'd be really shitty. But I mean, I can't speak to where it's gonna be. I have no clue.
I would think that'd be the route they'd go towards
But
because they're
this
just
is
trying to.
definitely another topic on like just loot boxes in general. Do you think people would be less upset, maybe not about weapons being in drops, but about drops in general in Call of Duty, if it were free to play?
No,
No?
I don't think so at all because, like, Call of Duty has a certain Call of Duty, it's all about the guns. That
Yeah.
is 100. It's
It's definitely
what
all
does
about
this gun
guns, yeah.
do? How does it work? How is it different? Is it better, worse? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And even if it's free to play, you're still gonna have people saying, like, dude, I had to spend like $150 just to get this one gun. Like, you're gonna have those people, and I would
Okay, yeah.
guarantee if you do have to spend that much, it's gonna be a lot more than what you think.
Yeah. The whole thing with me is about microtransaction stuff is that it's just funny that, Fortnite players will come out and make fun of somebody for spending on a game when they'll just drop everything for a $20 skin. $20 for a skin is not a good price, in my opinion.
No, $20. It's sad that it's the baseline price for skins, but it's not a good deal.
No, because you're literally, if you got something else with the skin, it'd be a good deal, but you can make the claim it's free to play. Okay, then why am I spending $20 in a game I didn't even pay for?
The issue with free to play is, and this is how I feel about most free to play stuff, is that yes, it's free to play, and they're gonna make their money back. And how they're gonna do that is it's just gonna be they're gonna put stuff you really want in the drops that I'm never gonna get. So I'd rather just pay the flat out 60 at the start and give me a chance to earn it.
Yeah,
Just let me earn it. I'll pay the 60 up front, and I'll probably spend more if there's like cool stuff that I want, or like a season pass, or stuff like that.
yeah.
But I've
That's
I've
why I
never
didn't
been a
mind
fan
the start of Black Ops
of
4.
free to play.
Because if I wanted to buy an outfit, it was just in the shop, and I could be like, okay, you know what,
Yeah.
this week I want to spend on this. But then,
Yeah,
that whole thing's been beaten to shit, though, about how many people have talked about the reserves and stuff, so I don't really feel like
I've-
talking about it myself.
reserves are. I don't know. Free to play is not. I don't usually think it's the answer, but that's because I'm usually thinking like long term
Yeah.
and how people are gonna react to this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Short term, you might make a lot of money on it. Maybe more money than you would have made if you just did it a $60 game. But in today's world, you can see this right now with like CD Projekt Red or Yacht Club who does Shovel Knight. Like, establishing goodwill with the people who are buying your game is way more important than
that's actually
maximizing the profit off
kind
of
of
them.
like what just happened with The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Is that people were asking about a multiplayer mode, and they came out and just said it's not going to be with the base game. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be there, because I think they said they're going to make it as a separate game you can purchase. Probably not for full price, but because they said there was a lot they wanted to do with it. I guess
The Last of Us multiplayer. I don't know if I played the. Last
I've never
of
watched
Us.
any of it. No.
Yeah, no. So I didn't have an Xbox when The Last of Us came out. I had a PS3 because my Xbox broke. So I played The Last of Us like online, and it was different.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you had to be sneaky. You could choose what kind of gun you wanted, loadout. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
So
But I'm not hard.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It wasn't the game. I didn't even know it was there until I found it on accident. Like, you're not going into The Last of Us looking for the online. That'd be like if people were upset that God of War didn't have it online. Like, that's not what the game is.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically exactly what happened with Call of Duty Zombies. Nobody knew it was there. And then it just grew up into, like, what we just saw with it ending. It's this really big community. And how many people it affected with their lives.
Yeah, that's... But I think I could safely make the claim that The Last of Us Online did not affect nearly as much people.
Oh, no, definitely
as Call of
not.
Duty. The online, the game itself was very good.
A lot of people do like that game, yeah.
But it's a story. It's a single player experience. That's what that game is. That's what they're selling you on. That's what you're buying.
And that's what CD Projekt Red is doing. They said we'll have multiplayer, but not for a while because we want to focus and make sure the story is what we want and good. And I hope it is.
I also do, because that company is great. They're very honest, at least to my knowledge, of what they're doing, why they're doing it. And I wish that more publishers did, start thinking about, maybe if the people aren't always fucking pissed and think we're terrible, they might buy more.
Companies like maybe EA or 2K, could take
fucking 2K, oh my god.
I won't be starting that.
Yeah, I get mad at companies, but I guarantee you, like, Tencent, they own so many game companies. It's ridiculous. Like, parts of them, I mean. So you have to think, is this all just kind of like what the news is now? It's like 4 people or 4 companies who own these, and they're just like, push it. And that's why it's doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I see it as. Like, I don't see it as one company saying, we could get the loop on these guys. Or, give them a little Shanghai.
The funny thing is, I think a lot of people saw how much money you can make from a mobile game. So they thought, alright, let's put these practices in a full-fledged game. And that's kind of where we are today, and it's not a great place.
Well, because the issue with that is you can't use mobile game tactics in a $60 product.
No, you definitely
That's
cannot.
not acceptable. No, I can't say no one will...
Well,
people will stand for it,
not many
but they'll
people
be
that
so
do
upset.
that, though.
What do you mean? That's what EA, that's what FIFA is. It is a strict... That is the most mobile game on a console I've ever seen.
Actually, that's a very fair point, yeah.
And I play it.
And I would know, because I play a lot of mobile games.
Yeah, you do. It's just like... Games... I don't know.
I don't
know on the whole EA thing, actually.
Oh no, what just happened?
It goes back to there's 4 companies running this, and they found a way to make a ton of money, and they're just gonna keep doing it till it doesn't. And that's the hard line of it. You want FIFA to start having packs? Well, don't buy it.
Can you hear me? I just kind of... My recording's still going, but I don't know what just happened.
Oh.
What are you at in your recording?
What am I at?
Yeah.
54. 54?
Okay, I just got to 54.
Oh, Brad, if you fucked up the audio,
no, my computer just stuttered for a second there. But nothing stopped. Alright, let's just keep going. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Alright, you were going on about FIFA, though?
Yeah, it's just... I don't know.
Yeah.
Getting real sick and tired of it.
That's why I really don't want to buy it right now.
Yeah, I understand.
Because I don't have
mean,
the time
bought
to
it.
grind it enough to be good, and I really don't have the money to put in to make myself good.
I have to finish my squad battles. I'm gonna get at least gold 1.
Alright,
Get
you
some
got a little
decent
bit of time
rewards.
left. You got a couple hours. Well, hour and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should move on to this last topic.
Yeah, last thing, and then we'll do our scary creature of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a fear that I've had my whole life, and I don't know why. So I'll break it down for you. It always just happens in a dream. Like, it's never me thinking about it. It's like a dream. So the dream is, I'm sleeping, I wake up, the world has ended, no one's alive, it's just me. And I want you to try to understand the absurdity of that fear. That I could sleep through an apocalypse, and no one would wake me, I wouldn't wake up, I would just sleep through it.
It is pretty absurd, especially because in my case, I am a very, very light sleeper. Like, I can wake up
Yeah.
at the drop of a dime. It's really not healthy. But, no, yeah, that is really absurd, honestly, to think about.
Yeah, you ever had any of those? Any weird fear like
Well,
that?
to be fair, that's like last week when this week when I thought I slept through Thursday, but
Yeah.
that was just for a split second. No, I've never really had a fear like that. Are you just saying if I have a fear
sleeping through the apocalypse? Do you have anything absurd? Any like weird fear that doesn't make sense at all?
Not in that extent, no.
I'll give you one more that I have. So, do you ever watch the show Ghost Adventures?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
like to enjoy it, but I've seen it, yes.
No, but you've seen it, yes.
Yeah.
You know like how they do those like cutaways to like the people or whatever, like the ghost people, what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
So this is, oh God, what fucking year? I'm young, not that young, but younger.
Mhm.
And I'm watching this episode with my brother because he loves the fucking show.
Oh, that's how my brother is too.
Yeah, he loves it. So it's a Civil War episode about some dude that got like hung or something for hiding slaves.
Mhm.
And so like he's bothering this family because they're like they live on his land or whatever. And every night he'll be outside the kid's window screaming, "Go away or I'll kill you," shit like that. And to this day, I don't keep my window open because of that. And I don't think there was a Civil War fight in Michigan ever. Ever. I don't think a single... Was there? Was there a battle here?
No, but when I don't know, I remember how young I was, but I was still really young, and I saw like parts of Ghostbusters for the first time. I don't even think it was the first. It was like the second one. No,
Ghostbusters.
it was just I was really afraid of stuff as a kid. And there was a scene where like a baby like crawled out on a ledge, and there was like a car waiting for him there, like a ghost car.
Oh yeah, that's the second one.
That scene freaked the
That's
shit
the
out of
second
me.
one.
Like
That's the second
as a
one.
kid, I would think I would look out my window and see a ghost car there ready to take me
Yeah.
away. So I would always have to keep my blinds closed.
Yep, I'm not letting that Civil War guy yell at me through my window.
Yeah. But other than that, no, nowadays I don't have any really big fears like that. Like,
Oh, I am terrified of ghosts. 100% terrified.
I mean, I'm terrified of them too, but not, yeah.
I don't fucks with them ghosts.
Mm-mm.
I'll never do a Ouija board.
Never,
I
not
don't mess
once.
with that stuff.
No.
All right, onto our last segment. It's my favorite segment.
Mm-hmm.
It's the scary creature of the week.
We
Now,
need a
Brad-
theme song now.
Scary creature of the week. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
I didn't mean you had
There
to
you
do
go.
it. I was just saying in general.
Yeah, we need one, but
Comes in time.
All right. Yeah, whenever I do it, I'll do it. So, Brad, you saw this thing. It's the
Yeah.
Shoebill stork.
That is
This
one-
thing looks like it looks like a Pokemon.
It does.
It's alright. If you don't know what you're supposed to do, just bring up a picture of it, look at it. I'll
Mhm.
describe this son of a bitch.
Follow along.
Yeah. So I'm gonna butcher its scientific name, but I think it's important. It's the Benalsa. How the fuck do you say this? Give it a shot, Brad.
Balinceps rex. Balinceps
that.
rex, something like that.
Yeah, that should tell you. It's Rex. It has Rex in its name. I thought that was cool.
Basically a dinosaur.
It is a dinosaur. This thing might be a T-Rex.
I don't know about going that far, but yeah.
Well, I'll read off some facts about them. Mostly just, how tall they are, wingspan. So these little fuckers can get... from what I looked up on my quick Wikipedia article and my Animal Planet...
Ugh.
Well, I used Wiki and Animal
No,
Planet,
it's
so,
just
good
funny.
enough. Yeah. So these little fuckers can get about 4'6". So what is that, like, the average, like, little person? 4 foot something? That's about...
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
probably
person.
about there, yeah.
So they're about the size of a little person. But here's what's crazy about them. Their wingspan is 7 to 8 feet. That is ridiculous for a bird, I think. Maybe not. Because what if they're 4 feet? If they're 4 feet, that's what the wingspan's 2 times. So maybe it's not that absurd. But to me, that sounded just crazy.
It does
Crazy
sound
to think
pretty
about.
creepy.
Well, because you see, imagine this thing descending on you from the sky. Like, you think that the Lord himself has cursed you.
You're like, what is this demon?
The picture I have in the doc looks so stupid. He looks so happy.
It's got like a duck's beak. It's freaking me out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, they don't weigh that much, actually. Like, for as menacing
These
as
things
they
are
are.
light as hell.
Yeah, the males weigh 12 pounds, the females weigh 11. So that's not that bad. You know, I could sauce
Are
this
they
boy
fucking
like he's
hollow on the inside? What the hell?
I think they're all beak. It's all beak.
It's all in the beak.
Yeah, dude, it's all in the beak.
That's why they dive bomb me. All the power's in the beak.
Yeah. But, like, look at its... Even if you're looking at its face, though, it doesn't look right.
It has
looks
those
like
dead eyes.
Yeah, it looks like God took half of its face and just super glued on a bill.
Now, in this
Like, it
picture, its
doesn't-
mouth is open, right?
Yeah, it's open. That's what
Because
its mouth is open.
it looks like that should be like something is jutting off from his chin, like a turkey's
Yeah,
gizzard.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
it's
look
its
right.
fucking beak.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
God damn it.
I will stand by if you look at a picture of this thing and look at Howard the Duck, like the Marvel hero Howard the Duck, the original.
Like the one
The
from Avengers, like his little
Yeah.
cameos and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the original Avenger.
Mhm.
Howard the Duck. He looks like it, or a dodo.
does.
I think this might be the lost species of the dodo because
It
it
could be
looks
related.
dumb.
Yeah.
It looks stupid.
It might be.
It's got those dead eyes. Dead eyes.
Yeah.
All right. So we wrap it up, Brad. One nice thing that happened to you this week.
Well, Dragon Quest XI came out, and I'm playing that, it's been pretty fun so far. I'm only about 4 hours in, but
All right.
I've always wanted to get into an RPG like that, and since this released, on the Switch, it's easy enough for me to get into.
Switch is portable. It's doing good.
How about yourself there, Van?
How about me? On a joke note, I packed ones to watch Pulisic.
I mean,
So,
you
you
know,
know.
that's kind of good.
Yeah,
Do you have anything
yeah,
else
I
or just
haven't-
that?
So a person gifted me a Yakuza coin or something. I don't know what it is. Some kind of Japanese coin.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you know the person.
I know the person, yes.
Yeah. It's not like a yen. It's like one of their, he said casino coin, but he could just be pulling my leg. I have no idea what it is. But I
Probably
said I
more
keep
like
it
a
in my
pachinko
wallet.
machine coin.
It kind of looks like that, yeah. Like if I was a hero in like one of the Yakuza games, I would put this in and get a super cool soda drink that refills my health.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that
there
about
we
wraps
have
it up.
That about wraps it up. So, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And
Hope
we'll
you
see
guys
you next
enjoyed.
week. Yep. All right. Kill it.